Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the exhaust manifold on a Smart 450's turbocharger. First, remove the rear clamp. Loosen the torque screw. That's a total of 5 screws. That first one. Quite managed to pull it off successfully this time around. Undo the two 13mm nuts. To release the exhaust, shortened opening phrase while preserving all key info. The 2 torque screws are right over here. To remove the exhaust gas recirculation valve. All right. Now we'll take off the EGR valve line. Right now we'll use 2 torque screws. Now we remove the oil line. To do this, loosen the 14mm nut screw up here. And once down here at the engine block. We'll replace the intake line too. Now we'll remove the turbo hose. After that, you can go through the turbo. Now we're rebuilding the fuselage assembly. Once the turbo's been removed, you release this retaining clip. It is a bit more complicated, but somehow you get this one out. And taps it loose from the turbocharger. And remembers exactly how the turbo was seated best, with a marking. It's really important to make sure you properly redo this gasket here. Now we're reassembling the whole unit. After you've cleaned the snap ring properly so it fits back in place, you pull this off. And carefully place it back into position. Takes a pair of pliers. So once you've rebuilt the transmission case, or when all the oil lines and everything are off, you can install the new transmission case here. And put everything back together. First set the 3 screws and then tighten them so it sits evenly. You'll also replace the return line, of course. Clean this spot right here and install this part here. We used a new clamp this time. Tighten this here. All right, next we'll do the supply line. You'll obviously make a new one as well, and now we're installing it. And down here, you'll just take it off. And you fill it up starting from the bottom, all the way up to the top. For now, we'll simply place just one. We'll seal it with new copper. We'll do the exact same thing down here. And we'll carefully install these right here at the lower part of the engine block. Before you install the supply line, of course, you'll want to add oil first. It'll still drain out, but it's better to lube it beforehand. Before we start the engine, we always turn it over once without starting it, so the lubrication is in place. We tighten it all. Same thing we're doing down here. So as a precaution, we'll also put a clamp on the return line. It's glued here, but better safe than sorry, so we'll add a clamp here too. So don't tighten it too much. Next, we'll secure the vacuum canister with two 10mm bolts. Of course, we'll start by placing them two. One here, and one back here, which you won't be able to see very well now. This is the adjustment for the turbocharger. We didn't loosen this part here, only the one in the back, so we could move the vacuum chamber. We'll now set it back exactly how it was before. Don't touch these screws, don't twist them at all, or you'll mess up the turbo adjustment completely. We'll tighten everything back here just like it was before to its original position. Now we'll reattach the vacuum hose from the vacuum chamber to the turbocharger and secure it all with a new clamp. Be careful not to over-tighten the clamp. Just take it nice and easy. Here, plug the connector back onto the high pressure pump. Next, we'll secure the turbo hose for the turbocharger. Of course, you want to clean it if there's old oil inside. And then reinstall the whole thing. Next, we'll put in the intake hose. If there's any oil inside, clean it thoroughly before reassembling everything. Don't forget the clamp. And don't forget to reinsert the hose. And it sits back here. Next, we're putting the exhaust back in now. Take the 2 Torx screws for the bottom bracket. Place them on the... We can actually go ahead and install those in a bit later on. First, just set it in place so we can attach it at the top too. Don't tighten everything right away. These 2 screws down here, got the bumper back on now. Start by putting all the screws in place first. Don't tighten just one yet. So you can still adjust the whole thing freely. Before attempting to start the motor, be sure to unplug the pressure regulator. Disconnect that plug first so you can manually rotate the motor, letting the turbo get properly oiled. Naturally, you'd also want to do an oil change and double check that your oil level is correct. Then you unplug the connector here. Spin the motor first. Now you can plug it back in. Now your turbo has taken in oil. Now you can go ahead and plug it back in to get rolling.
Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. The issue with the turbo, I'm pretty sure, was caused by overheating. It got overheated during the startup. And yeah, that was the problem with the turbocharger. The problem with the turbocharger is if you drive long distances, don't shut off the engine right away and let it cool down for a bit. That was probably the issue there too. It's really important to redo the return and supply lines before starting it. That means, just like I showed you before, pull the connectors off, crank the engine some more so the turbo still transfers the oil. If you liked the video, drop me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.